Piracy. We all think about Jack Sparrow and friendly pirates drinking Captain Morgan's. We got a new version of them today. As ships cruise through the Mediterranean, we run up against some very unsophisticated pirates. That's an easy fix. Let's go.
On this video, obtained by Nightline, you get a fascinating look at what it's like when pirates take over a commercial ship.
No money. Money should be from company.
As they await their ransom money, they settle right in, cooking in the galley, even sleeping in the crew's bed.
We're going to look at two things here: when the pirates have the ship and defending the ship. But these ships are easy prey because most of the ships, historically, based on gun laws around the world, have not had armed security. They had it, it wasn't just enough. We're going to take a look at some of the conflict around the armed security because some news media got their feelings hurt that the pirates got shot. You know, if someone breaks into your house, in Florida at least, you have the castle doctrine. They're trying to steal something or harm you. You take care of your business. To me, it should be the same way in the open seas, but we'll take a look at how the Marine Corps handles it. Let's keep moving.
But they are not always this peaceful. In 2011, pirates seized a yacht piloted by 4 Americans and murdered them.
Steady the weapon.
To defend themselves, shipping companies are now spending close to $1 billion on private guards who are now waging a largely hidden mercenary war against pirates.
So finally, after billions of dollars have been lost at the open seas due to pirates, and I'm going to call them very unsophisticated pirates, the ships decided we're going to put some security on here. And you've got former infantry, probably even the law enforcement. You don't need a very sophisticated person to run security on these ships. Having had a friend who did this, the biggest issue was they only had small arms. But saying all that, these ships weren't very sophisticated. They were trying to hijack them.
All of this corporate cash is attracting security firms from all over the world with varying levels of discipline. Check out this music video allegedly made by Russian Marines. They blow up a pirate flotilla.
You know, the first mistake you're going to make is you get guys that are stuck on a ship for a long time, and all of a sudden you've got a bad guy coming in a dinghy. So you're sitting up here, they're coming with some AK-47s in a boat. It's a bad formula for the pirates. They're making these guys, this Russian Marines, out like bad guys. If you got a ship, you need to protect it. These pirates aren't there to make friends.
And then do target practice on it.
I'll give you a weapon spree when we're ready. Just stand by.
Some of the controversy has involved American firms. Look at this video of a small boat heading toward this American shipping vessel.
Okay, let's go.
The team leader orders a warning shot.
Go ahead, warning shot.
But look at what happens in.
So the boat's coming along. You've already radioed the boat, tried to contact the boat, did all the appropriate nautical things to let them know. Give a warning shot, and the boat keeps coming, right? In this case, the guy gave a warning shot, really can't see what happened, but the media is running with it, and I don't know what you're supposed to do. If I sell product in the U.S. and I get it from China, and my insurance goes up because ships are getting hijacked, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. And these pirates, again, one man's freedom fighters, another man's terrorist, but they're bad guys, okay? They're not nice people.
Instead, a massive blast of gunfire. The pirate skiff, its driver perhaps crashes into the side of the ship. So as you watch this, you believe your guys did the right thing at every step?
Absolutely.
Tom Rothrauf, CEO of Trident Security, says what you can't see on this now infamous videotape is that as soon as his men fired warning shots, the pirates fired back.
You're kind of in a no-win here. The video gets out one way or the other. They're in international waters. Why this gets out, I don't know. These people aren't going to be looked for in society. They go on a ship in the middle of the ocean, try to hijack something. Needless to say, they go out. They're trying to pirate, take the ship. They get killed. Gives them a warning shot. Done, right? I'm a big fan of this. They should have, historically, you know, there was Marines on ships. Kind of the point, right? Put Marines on ships to protect commerce and vessels. Get them placed all over the world now. That kind of ended piracy. You look back to the Mediterranean, the Marines and the Swedes were fighting against pirates. Think about the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. This went on for a long time and we solved it. But now all of a sudden everyone's getting touchy-feely. The pirates are the good guys.
he was to look at that and make a blind statement of this is indiscriminate killing, then they don't know what's going on.
He concedes there may be some security companies who need to be reined in.
It's a 5.56 weapon. That's what we use for all teams that are out there.
But he points out, and the State Department confirms, that there have been no successful pirate attacks on ships protected by armed guards.
Now, I'd even advocate that security on the ships need more than just M4s. You know, have a mounted 50 somewhere, a saw, maybe some sort of RPG. You need something a little bit more than just M4s against a boat. Now, you could probably stop it, a good shot, maybe hit a couple guys if you're lucky, got the ship bobbing around. We'll get into some more detailed stuff here, so stand by. But these guys are getting a bad rap because these pirates are up to no good.
He says may well have prevented the attack on the Maersk, Alabama.
Now, for you guys that are new to this, or relatively young, I should say, you know, in 1993, we're in Somalia, you know, trying to help. It's where the movie Black Hawk Down was based on. This country's been in tatters for years. And if you get off the coast anywhere, these people want to take your ship, your stuff, and the ransom, right?
Pirate captured ship.
It's off the Somali coast.
Held by Somali pirates.
There's no real good answer out there for how to make it better.
Pirates seized control of the Magellan Star.
The German-owned vessel.
The crew of the ship did exactly what they were supposed to do. They locked themselves into the citadel and they killed.
Now, if these ships had armed guards, security, with more than just M4s, now we're fighting, say it's a group of 15 guys, substandard vessel with AK-47s, untrained. You could take a basic boot out of Army boot camp or Marine Corps boot camp, take 10 of them, and they could secure that ship. This isn't very complicated. You just got to have security on the ship. And remember, these pirates aren't your friends.
Yeah. That platform was probably about the most heavily armed and capable for maritime raid type operations you can get.
You got to figure these type of guys are training for this all the time. Bored, right? They're on a float, on a mew somewhere. All of a sudden, they're like, hey, we got something to do besides board our own ships. And all of a sudden, you turn them loose. Now, realizing everything's being videotaped now does change the dynamics of what happens, I'm sure.
It took them 5 hours to get the ship's crew out of the citadel. The Marines actually drilled a hole in the wall, put a U.S. flag through that hole to prove that, yes, we were the good guys.
Now, what do you do with the pirates once you catch them, right? They're breaking into a ship, getting on a ship illegally, international waters. They probably end up getting sent back to Somalia, Libya, fill in the blank, and go right back to it. It's a real problem. All these ships need security, period. I'm sure there's a whole nother contracting gig that's set up for these kind of guys. Like I said in this video, a friend that did it, he said it was boring as hell. Very infrequently did they see anybody. I don't think he fired a shot once. He said it paid decent. He was on an Indian ship. It's definitely something that's got to be tended to one way or the other. And the Somali pirates just aren't our friends.